Across the world, Nigerians are breaking records in medicine, academia, technology, finance, and the creative arts. But here's the plot twist. Many achieve global success only after leaving Nigeria. Why? That's the hidden truth we're about to uncover. Let's start with a fact most people don't know. Nigerians in the United States have one of the highest educational attainment rates of any immigrant group. Over 60% hold at least a bachelor's degree, nearly double the U.S. national average. That's not just impressive, that's elite. From top surgeons to award-winning engineers, from tech innovators to university professors, Nigerians aren't just participating abroad, they're leading. You'll find them running research labs, heading AI teams, winning global scholarships, and founding multi-million-dollar startups. This kind of excellence didn't happen by guesswork. It's been decades in the making. And here's the truth. Nigerians succeed abroad because of a powerful cultural engine, one built on education, resilience, ambition, and sheer survival instinct. When the world says impossible, Nigerians whisper, "Watch me." Ask universities, ask hospitals, ask global companies. They'll tell you the same thing. Nigerian talent performs. Nigerians abroad consistently rank among the highest performers in standardized tests, postgraduate programs, medical residency success rates, and tech certifications. And that's not hype, that's data. Over 17 million Nigerians now live outside the country, forming one of Africa's most powerful diaspora networks. And these diaspora communities are not passive. They mentor each other, uplift each other, fund each other, teach each other. They build communities where success becomes the default. It's a chain reaction. One person breaks into tech, pulls 5 more in. One gets into medicine, brings 3 cousins. One wins a scholarship, trains the next batch. Today, you'll find Nigerians as leading surgeons in U.S. hospitals, senior developers in Silicon Valley, professors in Ivy League universities, CEOs of top African fintechs, heads of innovation labs across Europe, stars in global entertainment, diplomats influencing policy. Their footprint is everywhere, from Wall Street to the NBA, from Hollywood to Harvard, from the UN to SpaceX. If you ask Nigerians abroad why they succeed, you'll hear the same answers again and again. We work twice as hard. We grew up solving problems. Pressure is normal to us. We're trained to adapt. We hustle with intelligence. This mindset, when placed in a system that actually functions, becomes unstoppable. Yet, here's the contradiction. These brilliant Nigerians, these innovators, doctors, builders, often say they could never reach the same heights if they stayed in Nigeria. The talent is the same. The person is the same. But the environment? Completely different. So here's the question we tackle in part 2. If Nigerians are excelling globally, why are so many struggling back home? The answer will shock you, and it reveals a truth many people aren't ready to accept.
Nigeria has some of the most talented people in Africa, yet one of the highest immigration rates on the planet. Why? Because in Nigeria, talent isn't the problem, the system is. In 2023 to 2024, over 4,000 Nigerian doctors left the country. That's more than 1 out of every 4 doctors Nigeria trained, and the number keeps rising. Not because they want to leave, but because staying feels like sabotage. The doctor-to-patient ratio in Nigeria is about 1 to 5,000, far below the WHO recommendation of 1 to 600. Almost every Nigerian professional faces 3 walls: ineffective systems, characterized by long delays, broken processes, and zero accountability. Secondly, underfunded institutions, including schools, hospitals, and labs, are stuck decades behind global standards. And finally, limited merit-based opportunities, where personal connections often outweigh competence. These are not small issues. They suffocate progress. Imagine trying to be a world-class engineer when electricity cuts out 20 times a week, forcing reliance on noisy generators. Or trying to run a business when internet downtime eats half your workday, or conducting research in a lab that hasn't been upgraded since 1998. Talent can't fly without a runway, and Nigeria's runway is broken. The country needs to invest an estimated $3 trillion over the next 30 years to bridge its infrastructure gap. Here's the truth. Nigerians abroad are not better. They are simply unlocked. They find themselves in environments that allow them to thrive. A doctor in Lagos may see 150 patients a day with failing equipment. The same doctor in Canada sees 20 patients a day with world-class tools. Same skill, different system, vastly different outcomes. This brain drain is a significant loss for Nigeria, with over 17,600 Nigerian-trained doctors practicing in the United Kingdom alone. Ask young Nigerians why they want to leave, and you'll hear, "I want stability. I want a future I can predict. I'm tired of struggling for simple things. I want a system that rewards hard work." These aren't unreasonable expectations. They're basic human needs. Nearly half of Nigerian adults surveyed in 2019 said they planned to move abroad. Nigeria produces brilliant people, but brilliance alone is not enough. A surgeon cannot operate without equipment. A developer cannot innovate without power or stable internet. A student cannot compete globally when classrooms are overcrowded and lecturers constantly go on strike. Nigeria doesn't lack talent, it lacks structure. Inconsistent economic policies and short-term planning hinder sustainable growth. When Nigerians leave, something incredible happens. Countries like the US, UK, Canada, and Australia suddenly get a flood of highly educated, highly driven, hard-working citizens. They gain these skilled individuals at zero training cost. It's the world's biggest talent upgrade, paid for by Nigeria. Here's the shocker. Every time a Nigerian succeeds abroad, it proves that the problem was never the people. It was the environment. Nigeria exports world-class talent, but imports instability. Rampant corruption and insecurity further exacerbate these issues. So the real question becomes, if Nigerians thrive abroad because systems are stronger, what exact qualities make them rise faster than most other immigrants? In Part 3, we break down the Nigerian success code, the habits, upbringing, mindset, and cultural forces that produce extraordinary achievers. This concludes Part 2.
There is a reason Nigerians break records the moment they step outside their borders. It is not luck. It is not magic. It is a formula created from pressure, survival, and the hunger to rise above the weight of a broken homeland. Every Nigerian who leaves carries this code inside them, a combination of resilience, grit, ambition, and adaptability that shocks the world. In Nigeria, nothing comes easy. You fight for electricity. You fight for education. You fight for security. You even fight for the basic right to dream. This relentless battle trains Nigerians in a way no foreign country understands. So when they step into a system where things actually work, they explode with speed. When you've survived Nigeria's chaos, the rest of the world feels like a level you've already mastered. The world is stunned by Nigerian academic performance abroad. Nigerians consistently rank among the most educated immigrant groups. They dominate Ivy League universities, excel in postgraduate programs, and routinely outperform students from richer, more advanced countries. But the truth is deeper. Nigeria's education system may be broken, but the students it produces are battle-hardened. They come from a culture where failure is not an option and success is a necessity. Nigerians adapt with frightening speed. Drop a Nigerian into any system, London, Toronto, Dubai, New York, Nairobi, and within months, they rise. They learn the system. They master the system. And soon, they outgrow the system. This adaptability comes from surviving unpredictability back home. When tomorrow is never guaranteed, you learn to adjust faster than everyone around you. Nigerians don't just arrive abroad. They arrive with a mission to prove themselves, a mission to lift their families, a mission to rewrite the story of where they came from. This ambition turns migrants into pioneers, pioneers into leaders, and leaders into legends. This is the Nigerian success code, a silent engine driving global excellence, built inside a country that, ironically, struggles to unleash its own greatness. Every day, more Nigerians leave their homeland behind. Doctors, engineers, students, creators, the brightest minds of a generation walking away. This isn't migration. This is an exodus. A brain drain so massive that even the world is asking, why can't Nigeria keep its own geniuses? The truth is painful. Nigeria does not lack talent. Nigeria lacks systems. Systems that protect dreams, encourage innovation, and reward effort. When a nation forces its youth into survival mode, they learn to survive, but not at home. They survive elsewhere. The world is profiting from Nigeria's pain. Foreign countries gain doctors trained in Nigeria, engineers whose brilliance was shaped by hardship, scientists with minds sharpened by adversity. When Nigerians leave, their excellence builds other nations, while Nigeria continues to bleed potential. What Nigeria loses is more than professionals. It loses its future. Nigeria is not a poor country. Nigeria is a mismanaged country, a nation rich in oil, minerals, creativity, culture, and human capital, but drained by corruption, instability, and weak systems. The problem is not the people. The problem is the environment the people are forced into. For Nigeria to rise, 5 things must happen. Functional institutions that protect citizens, not exploit them. Quality education backed by stability, not constant strikes. Infrastructure that supports innovation and productivity. Policies that reward hard work, not connections. Leadership that serves the people, not itself. When these systems begin to work, the Nigerian dream will no longer require a visa. The world has seen what Nigerians can become abroad. Imagine what they could become if Nigeria finally became a place where greatness could grow.